Nigeria is counting down to host the 2024 International Arts and Crafts Inac Expo in Abuja. The Director General of the National Council for Arts and Culture, Obi Asika, spoke with Africa Weekly on what to expect.
The International Arts and Crafts Expo has been running for about 18 years. And basically, traditionally it runs at the Arts and Crafts Village by the Abuja Continental, which is the permanent home of the National Council for Arts and Culture. It's also the art district of Abuja in the master plan. So if you've ever been there, you know there are a lot of huts, traditional huts, who are set up with arts and crafts vendors, who are selling curios, pieces, material from our culture, whether it's fabric, masquerades, beads, adornments, bronzes, you know, all sorts of things. So the Arts and Crafts Expo is just a bigger aggregation of those people. And it was originally the AFAC, the African Arts and Crafts Expo, but then it was rebranded Inac International, so it's more inclusive. So what we're hoping this year is to see more participation, and we've put out public calls. So if you're interested, please come down, take a stand, be with us from the 18th of November. Starts off on Monday till the end of the month, you know, at the 30th of November. So we're hoping we had a dinner about 2 weeks ago, where we had about 28, I think, diplomats, ambassadors, representatives from various countries, because the Council for Arts and Culture has as its mandate, at the core of our mandate, is to protect, project, and promote the living culture of Nigeria. And in doing that, we do that with a lot of different partners, especially the diplomatic community, the African nations, and these are the people that we are hoping will come together with us at Inac. This year's Inac, we'll do what we can. Next year, we hope to go really big, because this year, we're bringing it to the marketplace, we're bringing it to private sponsors, we're trying to engage the private sector and engage the wider community in Abuja. So please, if you're in Abuja and you're interested in any of these goods, come through from the 18th to 30th. Inac is happening, and it's free, and it's open to everybody. Because culture is not just about antiquity, it's not just about the old stuff, it's not about something sitting on the wall. We want culture to be living, to be alive. So culture also involves pop culture, which is modern culture, contemporary culture, Nollywood, Afrobeats, fashion, food. So all of those elements are also good play at Inac. So for us, we use those tools every single day. I've met with many diplomats since I assumed office, and I've had great conversations, and I think we're going to see a lot of work and a lot of alignment. British Council, Alliance Francaise, the Italians, the Spanish, the Belgian, the EU, the Germans, the Goethe Institute, the Americans with the International IVLP program, the State Department. We've done a lot of things, and what we're looking at is culture. As you said, it's a cultural tool, it's a diplomatic tool, but it doesn't need to hit anybody on the head with a stick. It just happens naturally, because we come at a point of community, and that, I think, is happening every single day. It's not something that is just about government. A lot of it happens outside government. Government is not even necessarily aware, but whenever we see it, we're proud, and we want to celebrate it and recognize it. So our role is to enable. We're not here to regulate culture. We're here to expand the space. That's basically it. What we're just trying to do is tweak a few things, reboot it a little bit, rebrand it a little bit, and bring it to a younger demographic. The average age of Nigeria is 17. I want the 17-year-olds to be involved in Inac. I want the 17-year-olds to be involved in Nafest. So I can't just keep it on the wall for their parents and grandparents, because that way you don't get the transition, yeah? Because we want young people to live the culture. We want young people to wear the clothes. We want young people to feel good and proud in doing these things naturally without anybody forcing them. And I think that's the way to do it. I've spent my life doing that, and we bring that from the private sector to the public sector. And the first thing we're trying to do is bring Nafest out of government, right? Nafest is typically like a cultural Olympics. The federal government, of course, puts it on, and it's hosted by different states. This year, we're hosted by the FCT. So we're hosted by different states. It's the 36th edition, full edition of Nafest. And all the states come together to compete, and they compete in specific competitive categories. So we've rebranded these things. So the fashion competition is now the swag show. Okay, the cooking competition is now the Jollof Wars. The dancing competition is the Dance Off Niger. The singing competition is the Sing Off Niger. We're rebranding and reformatting because we want to attract a younger demographic, a younger audience. We want people to compete and collaborate and come in. You don't have to come with your state delegation. You could decide, hey, look, man, I want to come and showcase. And we're getting a lot of those requests already. So if you want to showcase, if you think you're the best of the best in Nigeria, if you think you should be on stage, contact the council. Let's see you. Let's see what you have to do, because we're expecting 5,000 to 10,000 people every day at the Arts and Crafts Village with all the states of Nigeria. Let's see who makes the best jollof rice. Let's see who. I mean, Nigeria talk big a lot. Who's got the most swag? I don't know. It might be by people from Onitsha. It might be from Kano. It may be from Port Harcourt. It may be by Elsa. I don't know. The Yoruba boys say they have the steez. We'll find out.